Wells Fargo employee found 4 days after she died in her cubicle. And by the way, this is actually a good, beautiful story because we know people are their happiest at work, and it's where they should live and where they should die. And no matter what others say, that woman loved that cubicle, and I'm sure she was happy to die in it. Let's take a look.
New tonight, a Wells Fargo employee dies at her desk and no one bats an eye. Now her coworkers are raising questions about how the Tempe, Arizona office addressed the tragic death. Jade Cunningham has the story.
There's sadness at this
Look at
Wells
that. By the way,
Fargo.
stop that. Look at that. Look at that, huh? Look how beautiful that is. Where is that, Arizona?
Yeah, Tempe.
Tempe, Arizona desert. Wells Fargo. You park your car, you go, just another day in paradise. You walk in and you check out, and then your body rots for 4 days at the Tempe Wells Fargo.
In Tempe.
It's really, really heartbreaking. And I'm thinking, what if I were just sitting there? Like, nobody would check on me.
After the body of an employee was found at work, an associate who asked to remain anonymous for fear of retaliation says the situation is troubling.
Right.
Her boss had emailed her. He didn't receive a response. So they went to go check where she normally sits.
Stop that. I love the American workplace for fear of retaliation. A body's rotting for 4 days. And they go, if you talk to anyone about this, maybe they were having fun with the body. Does anyone think about that? They were doing a weekend at Bernie's. They're propping her up. Maybe she was a cunt. Maybe everybody hated her. Maybe she died, and then people were having fun with her, photocopying her ass, having fun. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying we have to look for explanations in times like this, and explanations that make us feel better about the random, insane, chaotic nature of this thing that we are doing called life. Maybe this woman was one of these people that you just didn't. You know you're a cunt at work if no one goes near your desk for 4 days. Can you imagine what a friendless hell this woman lived in? No one went near her desk for 4 days. 4 days? No one went near her cubicle for 4 days. Do you know what a nightmare this woman must have been? Or she was either a nightmare or she was one of those women who like barely existed and you were just like, oh, every interaction's kind of awkward and forced. And you know what? I don't need to go near her. But it's weird that nobody. She's clearly not an essential component of Wells Fargo Tempe branch. Let's watch a little bit more of that. Maybe it turns. Maybe it gets happy.
And that's how they found the body.
Tempe police say on August 20th, building security called authorities after finding a worker who was possibly dead. Officers went and identified the person as 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme.
To hear that she's just been sitting at the desk, like, that would make me feel, like, sick. And that nobody did anything. That was how she spent her last moments.
Police say there's nothing suspicious about the death, but still haven't confirmed many details about the time or manner of it. The employee says the lack of information from the bank has been especially frustrating.
I'm just wondering why they didn't formally address employees about it when this does affect everybody in the building.
Wells Fargo said in a statement, "We are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of our colleague at our Tempe office." It also states counselors are available to support employees and all further questions will be directed to police.
Ready? I'll be the Wells Fargo counselor and I'll also be the employee. Hi. Thank you for reaching out. How are you doing? Well, it's like, because the employees, it's Arizona. They're like it's like sad because like she's like died and shit and nobody like help her like that. Yeah. How does that make you feel? Makes me feel like sad. Like, what if I die and no one like comes to see me when I'm in like my cubicle? So you feel fear? Yeah, like sometimes I feel like scared that no one cares. Like sometimes our life, it feels like it has no meaning. We just do that Wells Fargo shit. And then people on the TV say Wells Fargo kind of like steal people money and shit. Well, I can't really speak to that. Well, there was some weird credit card shit. It's all over the news. I can't really speak to that. I can only speak to, your emotional, composition right now. I understand that you've just been through something. And I understand that it's tough. We all, this makes us all think about our lives. And it makes us all think that, you know, we're alone, but you're not alone. You have me. The Wells Fargo team's always here to support you. You know that. But don't talk to anyone else about this. I saw you're talking to the news, and the thing is, nobody at the news is trained the way I'm trained to help you. I'm trained to help you. Yeah, like, I just felt emotional, so like I talked to... No, I know. But the worst thing that could happen, and I mean the worst, is if you say something to the news and then people think that you're just, you know, you're placing blame on the company. You wouldn't want that. No, like, I don't blame them, but like, maybe it is kind of their fault. Well, we don't want to say things like that. We don't want to go down that road. We don't want to open that door. We don't want to open that door because you know how big Wells Fargo is. They crush people like you like a bug. Look at me. They'll crush you like a bug. You know that. You know they crush you and your children. They'll kill your kids. They'll kill them in front of you. You know that, right? We'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you right now. Yo, what's happening right now? I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you, you stupid bitch. You say one more thing to the news, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. What I think we need to do now, I'm telling you right now that it's very sad that happened, but I think it's beautiful